Now here I am thinking I was done doing a video like this for today, but I figure I got time. It's kind of slow at my job, so why not bring you another degenerate story that almost has the same ringing as the previous one that I did, but this one is a little different. Well, we have gone from the Big Apple. Now we're going to the Lone Star State of Texas again, where you have this woman by the name of Hannah Parissa Saboye, who is a 24-year-old ex-employee at a school. Now, it didn't specify what she did at the school. It just said that she was an ex-employee. It didn't say if she was a teacher or maybe another type of faculty member. We just know that she used to work at a school. So last year, in 2017, when she was 23, she had an ongoing sexual relationship with a then middle schooler. This kid at the time was 14, and he was still in junior high school, middle school, however you want to frame it. She's now 24, and he's 15, and he just started high school this year. So we framed it all, what was going on. How she got exposed was one day someone heard weird noises coming from an area where it was found out that she was having sex with the student. Now, here's where it gets interesting. Before this woman had a sexual encounter with the student, she never ever had any type of sexual encounter with anyone. Yes, plainly put, up until she had sex with the student, this woman was a virgin. So she lost her virginity to a then junior high school student, which means he probably, and I don't know, probably lost his virginity to her. The article stated that they had a boyfriend-girlfriend type of relationship. She's basically this generation's Mary Kay Letourneau. The only difference is she did not get pregnant by the student, which is a very good thing. Because if y'all know the story of Mary Kay Letourneau, that was a huge thing back when it first happened back in the early 90s. But going forward, this woman was pretty adventurous. And the reason why I say that is because the article stated locations in which she and the student had sex with each other, which included a hotel, a park, and even at the teen's house. Not once did it ever mention that they had any encounters at her house, but it doesn't mean that they didn't. It just specified that those were 3 locations. That's why I called her adventurous, because she liked to have encounters with him in various locations that you wouldn't think that they would go to. Like, to have it like that happen at a park, and she was very, very bold with her movements with a student. And she probably lied to say, oh, this may be my brother, or this may be a younger relative, and we're just hanging out and whatnot. But anyway, let's fast forward. She, unlike the previous woman I talked about, was fired from her job. She did get hit with a $10,000 bond, which I believe was paid for. She got hit with sexual assault charges, the sex, misdemeanor with, not a misdemeanor, but having sex with a minor and all of that stuff. Now, here's one thing that I didn't like. And this is more so to deal with the family of the student. They decided not to press any charges or any ongoing charges against this woman. I don't know why. The opportunity presented itself and she knew what she was doing. Because basically, if you let her off the hook, that almost makes it seem like y'all knew what was going on. And then that makes me question you. Like, this woman took advantage of this kid. And I just recently did a story about a woman who was having sex with these male students and then tried to shift the blame and saying that she was under duress when it was going on, when she wasn't under no duress. She just threw that out there to try to shift the blame off of her pedophile ass. Now, I believe this woman too had to register as a sex offender. I'm glad a lot of these stories are coming to light and they're no longer just being buried underneath the rug. Now, the article towards the end stated that she goes back to court on November 11th for another hearing. I don't know what's to come of that hearing. It just says that she goes back there because that's when her next court date is on November 11th. And I'm guessing maybe they're going to sentence her to something or things like that, because it just says that she's been charged with this stuff, but they haven't come up with a verdict of what kind of punishment, if she gets one, is going to receive. But expect more stories like this to pop up. And again, I ask, and I'm asking sarcastically because I know they're not going to say anything, where is Me Too in Time's Up to call this bullshit out? I mean, it's one thing that I do it, but my voice only goes but so far. I don't have that much of an influence like I hope to have. I might have a little bit, but not to the point where my voices can get far and wide. And besides, if I did, they would probably try to find a way to shut it down anyway, because it's not coming from a place of sympathy. It's coming from a place of being realistic. And that's something that, unfortunately, in this establishment, we don't dwell in, especially in this age of vanity and fantasy. But that's all I really like to talk about right now as it pertains to this video and this topic. I'm almost certain, like I said, there's going to be more to come, and when it does, I will be there to talk about it and put my own 2 cents in while still giving you the facts. Y'all let me know what you think about this story down in the comments. Like, share, subscribe. The link to this article and contact links will be in the description. The links to the shirt will be pinned in the comments below. I'll talk to you in the next one.